Someone has a dark secret. What is it? Whose is it? You'll find out soon enough. But until then, good morning, Wilkerson High. Good morning, murderer. Good morning, Wilkerson High School. I hope you have all been lovely. Well, almost all of you. See, I packed my mom's famous hot sauce grits to eat today, and it's missing from my locker now. I don't know which of you did it, but you will pay. But until then, let's talk about you. Did you come to school decent today? Uh, 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 I can see a lot of you on the security cameras making sure you wore pants. You shouldn't have to check that. I mean, did you come to school today morally decent? Not morally corrupt like Tanya Johnson, who said I copied her project idea in our How to End the World social studies class. I came up with bringing back dinosaurs to kill us all long before you did, Tanya. But moving right along, let's put a spotlight on who has the best, worst reason for being in detention. Landon was in class and was, as usual, being a know it all. Story has it that they were going back and forth with a substitute teacher because Landon said Miss Barlow wasn't teaching them what really happened in history and was instead teaching lies. The sub said, Landon, you don't know anything. Just sit down and you might learn something. To which Landon replied, sit down and listen at your next family dinner and you might learn who your real father is. This got them 1 week of detention and the laughter and admiration of their classmates. It also looks like it cost them their friendship with Devin and Stefan because now Miss Barlow, their godmother, wants to know what they know and what they've been telling everyone but her. Of course, we all completely understand her frustration, but oh boy, is it juicy. But enough of that. Let's get into some sports talk. Wilkerson High, I have a very exciting sports update. Our bowling team scored a point. It was for the other team, but they scored. If you haven't checked out the team yet, there's availability for you to join. Don't hesitate. This is looking to be a promising season. You know what else is promising? The laugh you're going to get from what happened to Courtney in class the other day. Now, y'all know I don't like to gossip, but I heard Courtney Brown was mindlessly digging through her own purse in class when she pulled out a purple neon tampon and was twirling it around in her fingers until she went to put it on her paper, thinking it was a highlighter, and then realized her mistake. Several classmates noticed and began giggling. Miss Wells kept asking what was so funny as it was interrupting her lesson. And when Courtney told her, Miss Wells was doubled over. Miss Wells laughed, the class laughed, the neon tampon laughed. A good time was had by all. It was a funny moment, but it led to more girls not having to take their book bags to the bathroom when all they needed was a simple tampon. Keep making us all proud, ladies. While that is definitely something we will all be thinking hard on, here's another thing. Our thought of the day. It's sad when beautiful girls end up in dark places. It's scary when beautiful girls look inside themselves and go to those dark places, going so deep that what returns isn't even a shell of their former selves, but a demon from the other world who's sick of everyone's crap and wants revenge on everyone who wronged her. This has been our thought of the day. I know that was insightful, but you want more of my thoughts. Well, let's see what questions you all had for me in our next segment, Ask Brielle. This week's letter reads: Dear Brielle, I need your help really bad. I cheated on a test and felt really guilty. Well, I did, but then I sort of convinced myself that I didn't do such a bad thing because I typically make good grades. So I thought it wasn't so bad, and maybe I could help other hardworking students to have the same, you know, not so bad feeling from cheating. Like giving them a study break while still keeping their grades up because they'd have answer keys to whatever they wanted. And out of nowhere, I suddenly have 8 people working under me to distribute tests and homework answers. I feel like I should stop before it's too late, but I've got a taste of power, and I'm afraid it's already too late for me to let it go. What do I do? XOXO, homework overlord. Hmm. Well, homework overlord, this is quite the pickle. It sounds like one of those situations where if you leave, someone else will just take your place. So it won't just end. You'll have to shut down everything yourself. But then I wonder, you say you're afraid it's too late for you to let go, but you wrote this letter for me to read to everyone. The teachers will naturally be on alert and change up where they put answer keys in the questions to catch cheaters. Maybe you already made the decision. Maybe reading this was the only help you need from me. Hope this helped. That is all of the morning announcements I have for you today, Wilkerson. Go catch the next cornhole game. You've got time. I hear test answers are easy to come by, so take a load off. Once you deal with the unnecessary cloak and dagger it takes to pay for those good grades, you've already earned a break. And I found my missing food. I was sitting on it. Ugh. I'll be back next week with more announcements. Until then, good morning, Wilkerson. Good morning, murderer.